just heard it was Wendell, so I was like, oh, I can come late.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
Nice.
Come on, man. Philippines, baby.
Órale.
All right, so what's up, Mr. Joseph?
What is up?
We already had our welcomes. We're almost done with the podcast, actually.
Really? An 9-minute podcast? Jeez.
Fastest it's ever been.
That's fast.
This is our Mac. This is our, yeah.
Okay. What's it called? Yeah, this past week, what did I do in terms of me? I just did gardening today. So I planted some strawberries, some zucchinis, you know. And,
Zucchini.
Sorry. I got a little excited there. And tomatoes. And then I attended a Q&A for athletic trainer for the NBA, Heather Mao. So that was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
You plant any nut trees?
What?
Any nut trees?
Nut trees? No, because I feel like if I would plant it, I'd die. For those of you watching, I'm allergic to nuts. And yeah, all type of nuts.
I didn't even know that, bro.
Huh?
I didn't even know that.
What?
You had a nut allergy.
I
Wow.
told you.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did? Oh, bro.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
You're
Everybody
allergic to
knows.
That
donuts.
one night in Vegas? Oh, wait, sorry.
I don't remember anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, but that's pretty much it for me.
Nice.
Cool. Well,
How's the Q&A though, bro?
The Q&A was great. She gave a lot of insight in terms of like how it is like in the NBA, especially during a time like now, and how she came up to that position and things that were, what's it called? How do I pronounce it? The things that she does a lot in her clinical experience that she can kind of pass on to us of what we should be doing, which I was looking more forward to. But yeah, it was great. They did another 2 talks with several other ATCs from the NBA, but I wasn't able to attend those.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I did see that. I actually got into one.
Oh, you did? Nice.
The one with who was it?
Was it Lee or?
It was the second day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Forgot his name, but I got in it kind of late, and I wasn't able to stay for all of it. But I think the best thing that I got out of it was honestly just like connections.
Yeah, I mean that's what I got from Heather too. Is just connections. No matter like how hard you work, it's just like you'll get your break if you know the right people.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like they all also said that, like, obviously you got to put in the work, you got to be detailed, you got to show your value as much as possible. And if you have that, then that prepares you for that opportunity when you make that connection with somebody and people can vouch for you. People can say, yeah, they work for me, they help me out in these settings, they're ready for this responsibility. Then it's a lot easier for the NBA to take a look at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she was saying how like she's not the smartest person in the room or anything like that. It's just like she's open-minded, she's willing to learn, and the biggest thing was just adaptability. Like she's able to work with a wide variety of different people, and that's what they want to see. Just because you're working with so many different athletes that you have to be able to work with them, Yeah. So yeah, that was the biggest thing I got from there too.
For sure. Let's have Wendell introduce yourself, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself and just kind of what you've been up to in the past,
Who's Wendell?
So what's up, y'all?
Wendell?
Wendell. Born and raised in the Bay Area.
Woo!
Keystone program in 2018, and then I've been working as an athletic trainer for a local hospital ever since. So I'm contracted through there, and then I work at Newark Memorial High School. And since the high schools are shut down right now, I'm a COVID screener. So I just been doing that.
Cool. Yeah, man, that's important, right? Adaptability. That's what we're talking about. Just
Yeah.
trainers have foundational skills, and obviously that right now those jobs are out there, and there's still new jobs popping up about that. I think I saw 4 different ones from a third-party company called Workrite recently, like last week. One was in North Hollywood, actually.
Ooh.
But, and they actually pay pretty well. It's like $30 an hour for 6 hours a week or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, those opportunities are out there.
And so I'm working like Monday through Friday. I mean, it's a very like tedious job, but I'm still like grateful to be having a job at this time. A lot of people are going unemployed, so I'm still grateful for that.
Do you wear like a big old hazmat suit?
No, dude. So funny story. So like when we first started out, like nobody had like any idea what the hell was going on. So we were pretty much out there like naked, like no gear, no face,
No clothes.
no face
pants.
mask, no nothing. So we were just out there like in regular like AT clothes, like a polo and some khakis.
Yeah.
So we're taking temps and we're like right up in their face, and then like one time we like brought our masks, like our personal masks, and then like some admin came in and was like, hey, you can't be wearing these masks. We have you like the other screeners in the other building aren't wearing these masks, so you can't wear these. So it'll look weird for the hospital. And we were like,
Weird.
what the heck are you guys talking about? Like we're trying to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fuck?
A week goes by after that, like the whole screening thing, and then they finally come out with like a little statement. We're gonna give you guys surgical masks, and you got to give masks to every patient that comes in. And you got to take the forehead and then run them down through like a list of questions and stuff. But yeah, that first week was crazy because like none of the admins really knew what was going on. So
yeah, how did you feel about that? Like, did you feel like you were putting yourself in danger? Like, did you almost quit, or were you just like, all right, well?
At that point, because in the beginning, I live at risk people. I live with my dad who has cancer, and then my mom. She's diabetic, so if I come home, I don't want to like guilt trip and like, oh damn, I got them like sick,
Expose them.
Like every day I go home and like, fuck, dude, I gotta go I gotta go I gotta go isolate myself like outside. I gotta go sleep outside and stuff. But yeah, at first I was like pretty pissed about it, but after they gave us some protective stuff, then I felt a little better.
Yeah. You can definitely cuss here, bro. We're not that famous, so.
I thought it was family friendly, bro.
No fucking cussing.
No. No fucking cussing, bro.
Cool, man. Well, yeah, that's good that they were able to change the rules pretty quick and protect you guys better. John, what's going on with you, bro? Anything new?
Still working as a temperature screener, like Wendell here. I don't know what kind of PPEs you guys have now? Just a face mask and maybe like a smock and some gloves, maybe.
No, we don't even have gloves, bro. They just give us a face mask.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And that's a hospital?
That's a hospital, bro.
Yeah.
Eesh.
But they probably give all. They probably give all like the good PPE to like everybody that's the nurses, the doctors, people that are actually inside the building dealing with the patients with COVID. So I don't know, it might be it. But anyways, lately the picture in my background, right here.
Is that your backyard?
Yesterday. Yeah, I'm a mountain man.
Wow, backyard man too.
No, I went hiking yesterday at Veterans Park in the trail up there. It's a dope ass spot. I haven't made that climb or that hike since last year. It's been like almost a year exactly, probably like 2 weeks off. But it's a long hike. It took me like an hour 15
Shoo.
to get to the spot. There's a place called Widower's Bench, and it's just a bench dedicated to like widowers, people who died, or people who've lost their spouses or significant others. and it's a nice little landmark there, and it's far inside the mountain, and yeah, man, I just needed like some peace of mind because this week has been a little hectic personally, and obviously like what's going on in the world, the riots, protests, all that. So it's a lot on my mind, and it was a nice hike, and I felt like nothing was going on. All I had to do was like get to that certain point and enjoy the view. So that's basically the new thing that I did this week. Everything else is pretty much the same.
Cool. Yeah, man. So I think that's important. I wasn't too aware that the month of May was Mental Health Month. I don't know if you guys were aware of that or
No.
I don't think any of us like were aware of it because there's like a lot of stuff going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
My birthday month, so I'm like, whatever about it.
That distracted you. Yeah, so I didn't know. I wasn't aware of it, but in a little bit of preparation for today's podcast and talking with you guys, I obviously wanted to bring something related to athletic training. And I went to the NATA website and they have a blog, right? And there I noticed that they had been creating awareness for the Mental Health Month through a couple of different blogs. And so one of them was talking about like how you can create a survey for your patients, or they were focusing on high school athletes, but obviously you can do it for college athletes as well. And in that survey, you can monitor their mental health by having open-ended questions, like, are you facing any obstacles at home? And also more questions like how is your food? How is your exercise going through all of this? So I just thought that was pretty cool that they were focusing on giving ideas to athletic trainers on how to stay connected with their athletes, even though they're not with them face to face. There's still obviously alternatives, and you guys have mentioned working through like telemedicine or working through Zoom or video chat or even text and staying connected with them, right? So I just thought that the fact that they brought a little bit more of a way, right? Like creating surveys, that's another tool that we have that we can use. And she gets very detailed. She has links on like how to create a survey and then how to track, how to use like colors like green and red. Red, for example, being like one of your patients says that they've been stressed about something, right? Then you can color that as red. And if you track that for like 2 or 3 weeks, those are things that you can monitor, and you can try to help them, either reach out to them individually, or if they really, after that, if you feel like they really need help, you can connect them with a administrator that's involved in counseling or anything that can be able to help them out a little bit deeper. Because obviously, as athletic trainers, we know some mental health techniques because we've taken sports psychology classes, but that's not our specialty. So we need to refer whenever we feel like there's depression, monitoring that's going on, right? Like if we see a trend of something that they say that they're depressed, right? So anyways, that was one of them. Another one they had is called Apps for Mental Health. So again, more resources. And then the last one they had is called Minority Stress and LGBTQ plus Patients Mental Health. And so anyways, I just wanted to bring up those 3 resources that the NATA wrote about, and just kind of have this quick discussion about that. I guess personally, in the past few months, for me, something that has helped me is writing, like keeping a little bit of something like a journal, and just kind of expressing my ideas and the way that I feel about things that are going on. And that has helped me just stay more centered, stay more balanced, just because I'm able to express that, right? And
They woke, Edwin. They woke.
Yeah, man, we got to. But anyway, so and you guys got anything to add to that?
For me, I know I was looking through that list for the apps, and I had Headspace and I liked it, and then for some reason I stopped using it. So I think I want to download it again. I think because of the memory, and I got a new phone.
Mm.
But yeah, I think I want to download that again and kind of go back into that course of using it, just because, especially during a time like now, I think it's important to have that, like meditating and concentrate on the breathing and everything else. So like that, those are my 2 cents from the apps. I don't know if you guys have used Headspace.
I've downloaded it, but I've used it like once, but like same thing.
You fell
I'm
asleep.
kind of like it's just there on my phone.
He's probably sense doing the temperature. Okay, yeah. Headspace is the more popular one. I don't know if you heard the other ones.
I downloaded Headspace and I've been using it for about 3 weeks. Not every day, like it says. It says to make a routine out of it. And I
Yeah,
haven't done it. Usually I do it when I'm kind of feeling overwhelmed. And maybe that's not so much a good thing because that's kind of like a compulsion and I'm trying to look for relief rather than making it part of my routine and my everyday, activities. But I like it. Meditating doesn't work for everybody, and it doesn't work all the time for people who do like to meditate. But one thing I did learn is not to get rid of the thoughts or like negative thoughts or whatever kind of thoughts that are bothering you, but trying to work with them and just realizing that they're here. And if you can't get rid of them, then you just gotta make the best of it and encourage more positive thoughts and focus on something that you want to do. So
true.
that's helped me with that for sure. Headspace.
True.
Sponsor us, Headspace.
Yeah, right. I think that one thing that I've gotten feedback from other friends when they try to meditate is that they always go to the idea that they want to have nothing in their mind, like they want to be blacked out in their mind, like, you know what I mean? But whenever I hear that, I try to explain to them that if that's what you're looking for, you're never gonna get to it because that's a distraction. You know what I mean? Like what you're saying, John, is kind of just be present and just go with the flow. Like these thoughts that you're getting in your head, they're there for a reason. You know, you got to work through them, and I think meditation allows you that time to dive deep into those thoughts and to just organize them. You know, and really think about them. And I think for me, that's what's helped me, that whenever I meditate, I just go with the flow, you know, instead of resisting the thoughts and trying to be thoughtless and take that route. I just dive deeper into the thoughts and try to play them out in my head and imagine, positive or negative things. And little by little, the more that you meditate, the more frequency that you build, like if you, like you say, you build a habit instead of just using it once when you feel really stressed out.
Yeah.
If you're able to do it for 5-10 minutes every day, then like you're almost preparing your mind for that that self-awareness, and that ability to be present for those 5-10 minutes and just organizing your thoughts and going with the flow. And I think for me, it's definitely helped me where when I am thinking about a lot of things, since I'm more consistent about meditating, there's less clutter. When I meditate, okay, I have a little bit more organization and I can pick and choose what I want to think about. And there are moments where I'm not thinking about anything. I'm focusing on my breathing. I'm focusing on my posture. I'm focusing on just like energy. One thing that I remember from sports psychology class was the idea of like visualization and then like focusing on your energy. Like, where do you put your energy? Like, you can focus on your right arm, your left arm, your chest muscle, like you just focus your energy on different muscles, and then that allows you to, like, again, be present on what you're doing at that moment. And so anyways, that's been my experience with meditation. So whenever people that are new to it give me their feedback, that's what I try to explain to them, that it's not always about like resisting your thoughts and trying to be, thoughtless. Sometimes it's just about going with the flow, about how you're feeling at that moment.
Yeah, I definitely agree with everything you said, and just going with the flow and not being restrictive in what you're thinking or blocking out certain thoughts you don't want to, you know, be in your mind. And there's something that I do have trouble with is I get a certain thought, and I try to figure out why. You know, why am I thinking this way? You know, why am I thinking about this certain thing? And it could be detrimental because I'm trying to control it. I'm trying to figure out why, and that's a part of controlling it instead of like just accepting it. You know, it's here. It may be not here to stay. It may be temporary. I don't know, but definitely like trying to control it could be detrimental to me. I mean, other people it could maybe be helpful trying to figure out why they're thinking about that. But you know, everybody's different. Everybody figures out certain ways to deal with their thoughts and their emotions.
Yeah, for sure. Have you tried meditation, Wendell?
I haven't tried. I've tried it like once or twice, like through like CSUN classes. But the thing that gets like through me is like I like to sing. You know, I like to play instrument. Like I play a ukulele. So
Yo, guys, he's good. Trust me,
Yo,
he's good.
you gotta
so
show us something
playing through
now.
music, like you know,
He
trying to get
won't
that
die.
up. But and just been doing like other stuff like playing video games and taking like some like walks outside every once in a while to like clear my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that
That's
works
dope.
too.
Yeah, the music playing is dope, man. It's definitely a way to again be present, right? And just kind of live out your emotions in some way.
Hell yeah! I mean, once you're playing that music, you just like you feel free, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, one day you can show me how to play the banjo or whatever what's it called again.
Electric ukulele.
Oh,
That's what it is, bro. You're right.
Gotta hang.
There's fucking amp in the back.
Oh, wrong.
Oh my gosh.
That's good, man. Music. I mean, I don't play music, so I definitely can't experience that. Edwin doesn't play. Joseph doesn't play. Try to play the piano.
For one
For
day.
one day.
Not
I quit.
successful. But that's it. That's definitely unique, man, and that's great. You found like an outlet to stay mindful and peace. That's awesome, bro.
I might have to bust it out today.
Let's go.
Hey, man,
Do it.
we need it. We need it.
We need it, man.
We
Bring
need
us
it.
on.
I need it.
We'll end
Maybe
the show
like
today.
Kanye West.
We'll end the show with you doing a song for us, bro.
It'll be our outro.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
No pressure though. You can mess up.
No.
It's okay.
All the pressure from me.
I actually, I right now I don't play any instruments, but after like during high school I was big into rap, and I had a neighbor who was a rapper. So I made a couple of songs, man. There's a couple of songs out there that I'm definitely
What's
not.
the street name?
Edwin got some bars.
I'm not proud of, but it was where I was at that time.
Lil Scante 69.
El Chapo 420.
Chapo 420.
No, my name was LMG.
Ooh,
LMG.
Light machine gun.
Like machine gun.
My machine gun. But yeah, man. I enjoyed just that. I think just the ability to like put my words into a beat and just like express myself in that way, and it was fun. I was 15, 16 when I was doing rap with my neighbor, and it was fun, man. And I'm still connected with him. Actually, we got a new logo for the active variable. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Looks like
Yeah.
my God.
Hey, the intro to the show, I like it a lot, man.
So
Bomb.
the Mayan
Good.
logo and the song, my friend Pedro, he's the one that I've known since I was young, and he was the one that got me into rapping when I was young, and he still raps, and he's an artist, man. He's super creative with drawing and making beats and writing, and he's really good at speaking English and Spanish. So he mixes that up. So anyways, he's the one that made everything that's new for the active variable. But yeah, man, I love the beat. I love the new art. So
Yeah, I love it, man.
shout outs to
It's
him
good.
for helping us out with that. But anyway, so I grew up, doing that. And then after high school, I got myself a bass and I started playing that. I got myself a keyboard. I started playing that. I got a guitar, started playing that. So I've always been interested in music. I've always enjoyed music. And I think with instruments, I like the challenge of learning something new and learning the chords and just like memorizing different riffs and all of that. That I really enjoy that challenge. But I think with time, I don't know why I stopped playing and I sold my instruments and I haven't gotten back to them. But the first piano song that I learned was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Aww.
Adorable.
But I was proud, man, just because I knew the whole thing,
Yeah.
I wonder how you are.
Well, you got to finish.
Yeah.
That's a new outro too.
But yeah, man, that's awesome, Wendell. That's good that you're doing that, bro. But let's move on to video games, since you mentioned video games. So what's how long have you been playing? Like, what games do you like? What's up with video games with you?
That's been a lot. That's been part of my life since like I was like 4. I started off with like a Super Nintendo, and then just moved my way up to like an N64. Then PlayStation, and then so on until the PlayStation 2, 3, 4, and I just been moving on since then. I mean, it's a good way to get like distract yourself, and like after like a long day of work, like I'm screening, I'm gonna turn on the PlayStation, put on that Call of Duty, and get to work.
Get to work. What games do you like?
I like a little bit of everything. Mainly like shooters. But like right now, I'm playing 2K and Call of Duty right now.
Dope. Yeah, man. That's the same thing that I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
Same story. Just playing video games since I was young with all those different systems, and right now, just building my player on NBA 2K20, just trying to get his ratings up so I can keep dunking on people, and then trying to get better at Warzone as well. But I definitely enjoyed kind of like the stories when I was younger and like trying to complete the games. But
yeah.
Right now I've been more into like the multiplayer game and being able to connect with friends and family through those multiplayer games.
Because like sometimes you'll be playing and then you'll be like, oh damn, I haven't talked to this person in like hella long. Let me see if he's on. And then bam.
Nice. I think the games back then were more story mode because we couldn't play online or connect with other people, right? So there had to be in-depth story. With all these games like Zelda, all Nintendo games for sure had a whole bunch of stories. But yeah, man. Couple games I've been playing is Rocket League. Right now. Rocket League, that's dope, man. It's awesome. It's fun. I'm okay at it. I wouldn't say I'm good, but I'm pretty good. I go hold my own. That game and Banjo Kazooie. You guys remember that game?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I do.
I don't. I'm just saying. Yeah.
It's a bear with like a bird in his backpack, and he can fly, and he can do a whole bunch of stuff. It's a adventure game, and you figure out puzzles, and it's when you fight a witch. It's really a kid game, but I play on N64, and it's just I was never smart enough when I was a kid to like get past certain levels. So now that I'm an adult, I can figure it out. Sometimes I have to look on Wikipedia to get like I'm like, how do you pass this level? So it's pretty fun conquering that game when I knew I couldn't do it as a kid.
Crazy, like how like games you played as a kid and then you go back to them as like an adult. You're like, damn, this is hella easy. Why was I?
I know, like, was it dumbass kid?
just crying with the controller. I can't pass it,
Mom.
Mom.
Yeah,
I
that's
like your
dope,
hoodie,
man.
Joseph.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I like your hoodie, bro.
Thanks, man.
See, son?
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Dope. That's dope, man.
Take off everything? Oh.
Please.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that those games with stories obviously are still out there, and now they're even bigger, like bigger stories, longer stories, much better graphics. Like it looks like a movie, right? Like you're part of a movie. And when we had Shinali, we took a look at the new Unreal Engine and the graphics of
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And it's just so crazy how much it's advanced, So now when you're playing story mode on some games, it's just crazier.
Yeah. I saw that trailer like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, that's cool that you're into that as well. One of the reasons I wanted to start the library stuff is to be able to combine athletic training, sports, and video games in some way. And so, like, I'm still learning about playing video games in like a professional setting, and I'm asking questions and watching when the league games are on, like the Call of Duty League, and just kind of trying to learn. But do you see anything in the future where like athletic trainers fit in with esports?
I think, yeah, athletic trainers could play like a big role in like the esports setting, because they're just like the PC players. They're cranking on the keyboard and the mouse, so you're gonna feel something in your wrist, So they got to learn how to take care of themselves. So,
Like that.
Yeah, exactly. And so, right now, like I said, I'm learning and asking questions and trying to see how we can infiltrate a little bit, how to get athletic trainers to get into that demographic, because at the end of the day, to me, they are athletes in their own way. And I think that athletic trainers can fit in and help them stay healthy and maybe improve performance through like strength and conditioning and doing rehabilitation exercises and all that.
Because what's it? I don't know if you heard that company Hyperice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sponsored some esports team out here in San Francisco, and they like gave them all like these miniature like the vibrating ball, the little ball.
Yeah.
The sphere.
Hybrid.
Yeah. Like like the vibrating like foam rollers.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
It's like a ball.
Yeah, I've seen that, man.
Like roll it on like their forearms.
Right. Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I think as companies begin to become more aware of esports, they are gonna try to figure out how to get their equipment in there in some way. But I think that's smart.
Because it's lucrative, right? I mean, there's a whole bunch of people watching these gamers, so if they're wearing something, they're gonna be like, I want to be just like that gamer. I want to have that vibrating foam roller in my room.
Yeah.
Recovery.
Yeah, definitely. And I do think that there's a future for athletic trainers. So we just have to figure that out and see what, how we can get involved with that. All right. So right now the NBA is coming back, right? We got some dates on that. So
oh yeah, baby.
Any of you guys got any ideas on that? Any opinions?
So 22 teams, right?
Yeah.
And then because I don't know how it worked in terms of it's like there's like more teams in the West compared to the East.
Yeah. I think they did
process, man.
What's that?
It's gonna be an interesting process.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just confused on how they even like decided that, but I
I,
don't know if
I
you had more insight on it.
I think it was because on the West they had better standings. Like they had
Oh,
more wins than in the East.
yeah. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about everything just because, like, they said in the beginning how, or just like in general for sports wasn't going to be like occurring until like past August. And now it's literally like next week type deal, you know? Like, it's everything's moving really fast. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I don't know how, like, the players would feel like if, like, I know they all agreed upon doing it, but let's say they go through it and then they go for the playoffs and then they win the championship. Like, I wonder if they'll think of it any differently compared to like the other championships. Do you get what I'm saying with that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
No,
Go for it,
go for
John.
it. I don't think they'll be mad or like treating it differently. Like it's the trophy's not gonna have like an asterisk on it, COVID-19 championship,
Yeah, that's what
right?
I
Or
felt like it
you
would
know,
they would do it just because like it's they had to stop mid-season, you know.
yeah, I get you on that, and I
Yeah,
still think athletes still take it serious, and
yeah,
they're gonna be like, oh, it's only 80 game, or this season doesn't really matter. Championship, championship. I think
yeah,
I know they're gonna probably play for less money. Well, I know for sure in baseball they're doing that. I don't know in NBA if they're like cutting salaries due to the missed amount of games that they're playing.
Yeah, they are for sure. And I think it's also very subjective on the fans, right? Like if your team wins the championship, you don't want an asterisk, but if your team loses the championship, you want that asterisk on whoever wins.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't think it should have that because the season wasn't like it was just the start of the season. It was way past, they had already played like 60 something games. It was it's a 82 or 80 game season.
82 game season.
82 game seasons. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they were they were past halfway. They already had the All-Star break and did all that. So and right now when they come back, they're gonna play 8 regular season games and then we'll start the playoffs. So I don't think that that's gonna be necessary to like have an asterisk on it. But who knows, right?
Yeah, and then like also injury like rate or just risks in general, just because I'm pretty sure they have been active, but actually like playing NBA type games,
Mm-hmm.
um, we could probably see a higher probability of them getting injured again or things of that sort.
Yeah, they're gonna be playing more games consecutively. Like there's gonna be less rest between games
Interesting.
because it's a shortened end of the season.
Hmm.
So that definitely will increase the risk for injuries, especially once they get into the playoffs and you're playing, 110%.
Yeah.
It's gonna like you could add in like what they're gonna do about like COVID testing too, because like what I heard like a possibility for like the NFL, they were gonna like test players before and after practice, so they got to get tested like twice. So I really don't know what's gonna happen with the NBA.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that obviously helps with the NBA is they're building a bubble, right? So they're having the players and families at the World Disney Resort and
Or the
that,
baby.
that obviously is going to help
so
to keep them safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, the NFL, if they're still going to be traveling to different stadiums, obviously that makes it a lot harder to keep that contained.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot more players. The NFL is three times, 4 times the amount of players and staff. There's more staff, so it's just a lot of more to worry about. Is
mhm.
is baseball coming back, John? Last I heard they were done or something.
No, I think they're coming back either early July or late June, and it's probably going to be like an 80 game season. Since the original season's 162 games, but they didn't even start the season.
Yeah.
So usually like around July 10th, July 8th, I think, is usually the All-Star break. And that's like the halfway point of the season. So by like late June, I think it's a perfect time to start the season and play 80 games from there. I'm not too sure about playoffs, but they did separate the leagues, the divisions, I think into 3 divisions. I'm not too sure, to East, Central, and West. And yeah, that's all I know for right now. And obviously the pay cuts for all the players, basically half of what they're making per year. And for some players, that's a significant amount. Like people are getting paid the league minimum, which is like $500 something or $500,000 something dollars, right? And then now they're getting paid $250,000 compared to somebody who's like maybe making $5 million. Now they're making $2.5 million. I mean, it's still a large deficit, but like, you know, the people who are making only $500,000. I mean, that's a pretty huge cut. That's yeah. It's nothing compared to what they usually make. Yeah, that's all I know for now.
Well, that's good. I mean, I like that things are moving forward and sports are coming back. I think that's going to give people just a little bit more hope and obviously entertainment and more positivity. Hopefully it's positivity and not, you know, like too much rivalry where like you're hating on people because other teams are winning. It's more like, hey, at least we have sports again.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Still hating on the Giants though. Bay Area.
Oh, Giants.
Joseph's an avid Giants fan. The New York Giants. He loves the Giants. He doesn't even know what sport he's talking about.
Yeah, I thought that was golf. Love.
All right. And did you guys hear about the Zion Williamson issue?
I read the article, but I'm trying to figure out like why they are suing him. Just because because he was taking money, or possibly accused of taking money before and during his time at Duke.
So it started with Zion Williamson wanting to get a new agency.
Oh, that's who Gina Ford is.
Yeah. So Gina Ford was part of his first agents, and he wanted to get out of that and move on to a different one since he was going to be going to the NBA. So he ended up suing them because I think they were saying that he owed them money if he was going to get out of his contract.
Yeah.
So he started it, and then they sued him back saying, hey, you owe us $100 million for the contract that we had set up.
Oh, shit.
So now that happened, now Zion Williamson has to go to court and talk about money, right? And
uncomfortable questions.
That's where the truth's going to come out about him getting money from Duke.
Damn.
Yeesh.
What's the repercussions for that?
Well, for him, it's the NCAA doesn't allow you to get any money if you do. You're ineligible to play at the college, university level. So that was illegal if that happened. And then with the NCAA and Duke, I guess more importantly, if Zion says, yes, they gave me money, they gave my family a house or a car or just cash, then obviously I feel like we all know that happens, but it hasn't been proven in court, you know what I mean? So Duke is going to just, I don't know, I'm guessing they're going to get like suspended from basketball for a year or something. Like, I don't know. I'm sure there's going to be consequences because they're not allowed to give players money technically. Otherwise, that's how they build a whole, empire, just getting all the best players, all the time. Yeah. But that's what happens, right?
They become professionals and not amateurs, and goes against the student athlete, right? Student before the athlete. All that bullshit that the NCAA says. Yeah. It's kind of like a Reggie Bush situation, no?
Yeah.
Hey, don't put no dirt on Reggie Bush, man. That's my man. Okay? Just kidding.
All right. I didn't know you like the Bush, bro.
USC, fight.
But I'm curious about how that's going to end up. Because he's got so much hype Zion. A lot of eyes are on him, so we'll see.
A lot of height, a lot of weight too.
Oh!
Got him.
Yeah, man. I don't know what. Yeah, like you said, I don't know what's gonna happen. A lot of people are gonna be they have a lot of eyes on him. So I know Duke is gonna be in a lot of trouble though. So either way.
Yeah. Yeah. I also heard that James Harden lost 20 pounds in this last few months.
Shaved his beard, I think, right?
He was what?
He shaved his beard.
Imagine that. 20 pounds of
20 pounds of hair.
Yeah, dang, that's crazy. I did not hear about that.
So we'll see.
Maybe he knew they were gonna be playing in Orlando, man.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
I wonder how he looks. 20 pounds lighter.
He looks leaner. Like there's pictures online
Oh, really?
about
Okay.
how he looks. He does look leaner for sure.
Yeah. Remember when LeBron was huge and then like later down the line he just looks more lean.
Yeah. Dwight
Yeah.
Howard too.
Yeah, Dwight Howard too.
Yeah.
Interesting. I need to see these photos of James Harden lean.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see which players are more prepared for the comeback of the season. I'm sure some gain weight, some lost weight.
Yeah, they come back.
All right. Well, that's it on my end. I don't know if you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, Wendell. How's it? Do you miss being over here? I mean, I know it now. You went to, I don't know how long you were over here in SoCal for. I don't know how long, but obviously you're from the Bay Area and now you're living there. So do you miss it over here? Do you miss us? Say yes.
That's like a toxic question.
That's the real question. It started off with.
He says no, he's a douche. But he says yes, then I'm like, I want that attention.
I miss you guys, because
That's a lie.
What do you mean, bro? We did like a year together.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
So, I definitely want to go back, but it's hard. It's hard, like trying to come back there. Just busy with work, busy with what's going on right now. I actually was trying to plan there down in June, but plans were stopped. So
yeah, man.
I was gonna try to come out there, visit everybody, and just see what's going on out there. I made a lot of memories out there. So
yeah, that's right. I'm part of that memory. So
right.
Don't forget us. Don't forget us as small people, man.
Well, yeah, small people, 5
feet, baby. This tall ride the roller coaster. My roller coaster of a life.
But if you guys want to connect with Wendell, I actually connected with him on Call of Duty Warzone in the past week or two. We got a game in, so
nice.
Another way that you guys can connect with him.
Do you have a Twitter or Instagram I can follow you on?
Yeah, my IG is Wendell V77, and same thing with my gamer tag, Wendell V77.
And what's your social? Just kidding.
It's your routing number.
Your routing number.
Cool. Well, yeah, it's good to see you, man. It's good. We gotta stay connected still.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show, man.
Yeah, do your ukulele before you leave.
Yeah,
yeah.
Take us out with a song, bro.
Out.
I gotta go grab
you.
Gotta give me
go
for it.
It's fine. We'll pause. We won't move a muscle.
Right, now that he's gone, what do you really think about him?
Yeah, I don't miss that guy at all. I could smell him through here. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Smells like spam.
Oh, so so your dog's sleeping?
Yeah, she's in another room right now. I can't get her.
Did you get her on Craigslist or what?
The dark web?
So this is on public, right? So yeah. Yeah, I did get on Craigslist. Dogs don't shop. I know, sweethearts. I know. But I needed a damn puppy.
But she's a rescue though, right? You rescued her from like a dark place, right?
Yeah. I think that the house is on fire, you know, and it's a hot day, and I was like driving by. I was like, oh shoot, gotta save this one particular pup.
Yeah, you wanted a regular temperature wiener, not a cooked one.
Boom, exactly. No sesame on the buns, baby. Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Oh,
let's go.
We would like to introduce Wendell Velasquez playing the banjo. Everyone, please settle down. Please settle down. Wendell, what will you be playing?
I'm gonna give you a little snippet of some Temptations here.
Oh,
woo!
Let's go.
All right.
Give me, I'm a little rusty right now, so.
All right.
no worries.
WD-4.
Each day through my window, I watch her as she passes by.
Nice.
I say to myself, you're such a lucky guy. To have a girl like her, it's truly a dream come true. Out of all the fellas in the world, she belongs to me. That's my imagination, running away with me. It was just my imagination, running away with me.
Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, Wendell
Beautiful.
Velasquez. Please follow him on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Twitch, and whatever he has.
And OnlyFans.
That was great.
I think that's what he's got, right?
Yeah, I got OnlyFans.
That was great,
Venmo
bro.
account is.
Joseph Rivas.
Yo, that was great, man.
That was awesome, bro.
That was beautiful.
That's fucking
Yeah,
good.
that was.
Yeah. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thanks again for having me on the show, and good seeing you guys, man.
Yeah, man. Any
You
shout
too,
outs to
bro.
anyone before you head out?
What was that?
Any shout outs to anyone before you head out?
You know, shout out to all the people out there putting on for Black Lives Matter. You know, keep fighting. Black Lives Matter, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's great. Go ahead,
right.
donate, sign the petitions, and protest. Exercise your right.
That's right.
You got it, man.
Cool. Well, it was good seeing all you guys, man. We'll again connect with Wendell. Another time we'll have you on the show. You know, another day.
Definitely, most definitely, bro.
Oh, yeah, man.
So,
All right. Thanks for your time, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend. Stay safe out there.
See you guys.
We will.
Later, guys.
Later.
All
Love
right.
you. Bye.